Researchers believe there is persuasive evidence of a connection between sacred places and extraterrestrial activity in the past and present. But there is only one place on Earth where such a nexus could involve half the world's population. Temple Mount, Old City, Jerusalem. In the place known as the Holy Land, breaking news reports on January 28, 2011 show a glowing orb hovering in the sky, then slowly descend over the iconic dome of the Rock.
Hey, UFO! Amazing.
Before shooting skyward like a rocket.
Whoa! Pictures and video were taken of this UFO from many, many different angles. Hundreds of people, maybe thousands of people saw it, and they made international news. And just as slowly as it came down, it shot off into the sky at speeds estimated of about 4,000 miles an hour. Everybody was in complete shock.
Hundreds of people and 4 videos from different angles bear witness to the mysterious event, which takes place over one of the most secure no-fly zones in the world.
When you're looking at it from different perspectives, you get a chance to see where the city's located, how this object is coming down directly in position of the dome, and you get a real good perspective that this is a real object, not something that's a big hoax.
Temple Mount really does appear to be increasingly an epicenter for alien, extraterrestrial, or otherworldly activity.
Are extraterrestrial biological beings trying to understand religion? Are they trying to understand devotion or faith, or what a soul is? And where else to get it but the epicenter of it all?
And every year, millions of visitors from all corners of the globe arrive at Temple Mount to worship God.
Temple Mount is probably the most contested piece of real estate on the planet because it's revered by 3 major religions. There's Islam, there's Christianity, and then there's Judaism. The Muslims revere it because it's where Muhammad went to when he visited Jerusalem, and also where he ascended into heaven.
The Temple Mount was very important to the Jewish faith because in ancient times it was the location of the ancient Temple of Jerusalem. And to the Christian faith, Temple Mount is very important because that is a place where Jesus traveled to and appeared several times. As a matter of fact, on one occasion, he threw out the money changers. So this is why the 3 faiths have found this a very important place and so revered around the world.
But how did this site become so crucial to the world's 3 major religions in the first place? For answers, researchers look to the Hebrew Bible.
There's a story in the Bible where in the 10th century BC, King David decided to build a temple for Yahweh. He didn't live long enough to see it happen, so King Solomon, his son, decided to build a temple to house the Ark of the Covenant.
Sir Isaac Newton was studying the geometry and the construction and the makeup of the temple. And what he learned is that there was obvious sacred knowledge involved in the dimensions.
And that knowledge, according to Newton, included ancient wisdom about proportions in nature and man's place in creation.
A temple like this was designed to bring God to earth. The fascinating thing about that is inside the structure was the Holy of Holies.
It was the innermost sanctuary in Solomon's temple, where the Hebrew Bible says the sacred Ark of the Covenant was kept, and inside the Ark, 2 stone tablets containing the 10 Commandments, which were given by God to Moses on Mount Sinai.
This is the place where a high priest would directly communicate with God himself.
But is it possible, as some UFO researchers speculate, that this communication was facilitated by advanced technology contained within the Ark?
I believe the Ark was probably some sort of communication device where you could talk to Yahweh.
It has also been suggested by medieval Jewish tradition and Arabic writers that King Solomon may have worn a magic ring engraved with the sacred symbol called the Seal of Solomon.
There's been much speculation of what this ring looked like. Some people said that it had the Jewish star on it, which is a powerful symbol. those two triangles. And this ring may have had special technology.
The medieval text described how a magical ring was also entrusted to Solomon by the archangel Michael, and that this ring gave Solomon the power to communicate with and command demons and other supernatural creatures.
The Jewish teachings actually say that he didn't have any human help in building the temple. The temple itself was built by creatures from another realm.
Creatures who may have provided the insight to construct the temple with what Isaac Newton called sacred knowledge.
Could it be that advanced beings and advanced technology specifically built a temple like this? Some say it's true.
And despite such otherworldly help, Solomon's temple did not last. Over the centuries, the first temple was destroyed by invading Babylonians, and a second temple was built in its place. Then, in 691 AD, the Persians built an Islamic shrine.
When the Persians invaded Jerusalem, they built what is now today called the Dome of the Rock. Now, according to their beliefs, this is the exact same place where Muhammad ascended to heaven.
According to the Islamic Quran, the rock from which Muhammad ascended is known as the Foundation Stone. This stone now lies directly under the golden dome of this shrine.
This is the site where Muhammad ascended into heaven from this foundation stone. And this spot is also the exact spot where the Jewish faith housed the Ark of the Covenant in the Holy of Holies, the most sacred possession and piece of real estate for the Jewish people. This is the whole crux of the tension between these two faiths.
Is it possible that the spiritual significance of Temple Mount provides the site with some sort of inexplicable energy that has been attracting UFOs in recent years? Much like the sanctuary of Apollo at Delphi. And could this same energy have also drawn extraterrestrials to this extraordinary place in an ancient time before sacred structures were even built?
It's believed by some people that this site was a landing pad or even a launching pad for a spacecraft to come and go in the distant past.
Could there really be an interstellar connection to the Temple Mount? And if so, what might this say about the possibility of intelligent life in the universe? There are those who say the answer lies at a sacred site revered by the faithful of the world's oldest religion. Coming up.
The temple was built for the god Shiva,